Hey everybody, Jody Whitrow here for our Therapeutic Thursday. Physical therapist and owner of Akiso Physical Therapy. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is just another tool that you can put in your arsenal of recovery tools. So a big part of injury prevention is really optimizing the recovery phase, because the faster and the better your muscles recover, the better they're going to be able to perform when you do your next workout or sport or whatever activity it is that you like to do on a regular basis. So one of the things that I really like to show my clients is something that we call voodoo flossing. Now, I didn't come up with the term voodoo flossing. It was actually coined by another PT who's really big in the CrossFit arena. His name is Kelly Starrett. So shout out to Kelly Starrett for coming up with this. But I love the Voodoo band. And basically Voodoo band is like a TheraBand, but it's thicker and a little bit more narrow. So it works better for the purposes of what I'm about to show you. So you can use this really anywhere, but what I'm going to show you today is just on the calf. So I'm going to show you some different techniques with the calf using the Voodoo band that will help speed up recovery. So if you're someone who has chronic calf tightness, calf pain, foot pain, anything in that arena, this could be something that could be really helpful for you. Or if you don't have issues with that, but you just did a really heavy workout that worked the calves, or you went for a super long hike and you worked those calves more than what you typically do, this would be something you could use as part of your recovery session. So I'm just gonna move this camera down a second, right down here so you can see. And so what you do is you take the Voodoo band and you're gonna put it kind of low down on the calf, and then you want it to be pretty snug, almost to the point where it's like uncomfortable. And you're gonna overlap that, working your way up the calf. You want the band to be flat, so if it like bunches or buckles, you wanna come back to that and fix it before moving on. You just keep overlapping. Until you get all the way to the top of your leg. And then you just kind of tuck it up. Now I will say, for any of you, if you have, severe arthritis in your hands or fingers, this might be something difficult for you to do yourself. You may need someone to help you a little bit with it. Okay, so once it's on there, because it's kind of a rubber material, it's gonna grip the skin in a little bit different way. So I have my clients kind of move the band side to side. And it's an interesting sensation that's kind of hard to explain, but it'll definitely feel different to you than like if you foam roll or use any kind of like rolling device on the leg. It's almost feels to me like it's stretching from the inside out. So you can do that, and if there's a particular, direction where it feels especially tight, like for me, this way feels harder than this way, so you could pull that way gently and just kind of hold that there. But the other thing that I really like to do while this band is on is different movements. So you could do, I'm gonna move this camera again here. You could do this with your calf stretching. So you could just simply, be doing those stretches that I showed you a couple weeks ago with the band on. You could also do some heel raises, toe raises, 10 to 15 times, some squatting while the band is on, and also doing some lunges. Not for the purpose of exercising, but more mobility. So like a half kneeling lunge, forward and backward, keeping that heel flat on the floor, which you can't see that, but my heel is staying flat on the floor. And you would do that maybe 10 or 15 times, each of those movements. You could also do just like a ankle circle, you know, one way, and then the other way. And that's just going to get all of those muscles in there moving, but with some compression from that band. Like I said, that'll be different from other recovery techniques that you've done. Now, 3 to 5 minutes is about all you want, again, because it's pretty tight. So it's actually kind of forcing the blood flow out of that area. Muscles have to have blood flow in order to stay contracted. So that's one way that this really helps to work. Release those tissues. So 3 to 5 minutes is all that you want to do with this for that reason. Now, 3 to 5 minutes has gone by, so I'm going to take this off, and then you'll kind of see what I'm talking about in regards to the blood flow. So, take it off. Now, if you look really close, you'll see when I undo the band initially that it's almost a white color underneath the band from where the blood flow has been pushed out. But see almost immediately how pink it gets. So we push all that blood flow out, but then when we take the band off, we get this big whoosh of fresh blood flow. So lactic acid and other things that might be stuck in that area, it helps to really flush it out, and then it brings in fresh, healthy blood flow that promotes healing. So if you do have an injury in there, it can actually help speed up that healing process a little bit, but definitely helps overall with the recovery phase. And that's it. So if you give it a try, I would love to know what you think, or if you have any questions, let me know that too. Thanks so much.